Just a reminder that all proceeds from our channel are donated to charity. Please help us help others by giving us a thumbs up, commenting, or subscribing to our channel. Your support makes a difference. Today we're diving into a topic that many Viking cruisers wonder about, whether or not to book a Viking pre- or post-cruise extension. This guide will apply to all Viking cruises, whether you're sailing on a river, ocean, or expedition journey. We'll explore the pros and cons of booking with Viking, walk you through a real-world cost comparison based on our recent experience, and summarize what most travelers look for when deciding. Then we'll share the steps we personally take when deciding on cruise extensions to help you make the best choice for your next adventure. So let's get to it. Let's start with the pros of booking a Viking extension. The top reason travelers choose Viking extensions is the sheer convenience. Viking arranges everything for you, from hotels to transfers, so you can relax and know all the details are handled. Especially with the challenges of modern travel, having these logistics managed by Viking offers great peace of mind. No need to worry about coordinating transportation or figuring out unfamiliar airports. They've got it covered. After a long flight, for example, all you need to do is look for that red Viking sign. Getting there early to rest and have peace of mind that you made it are a definite plus before your cruise at the very least. Another benefit is the opportunity to meet other travelers who will likely be on your cruise. Pre-cruise extensions provide a great chance to connect with others before the journey even starts, creating a sense of camaraderie that can make your trip more enjoyable. If your extension is just a hotel stay, one of the most popular features is the Viking-hosted tour desk at the hotel. This gives you easy access to a local expert who can offer tips, help arrange extra activities, and answer any questions. It's a valuable resource for making the most of your time in a city. Some Viking extensions offer more than just a hotel stay. They may include guided tours and other experiences. This is especially appealing if it's your first time in a city or if you feel uncomfortable exploring on your own. Viking's pre-arranged tours ensure you see the highlights without having to plan or navigate unfamiliar areas. Finally, there's the ease of transitioning from your hotel to the ship or vice versa. Viking manages all the details, from transfers to check-ins, making the process seamless. You won't have to worry about coordinating taxis or late check-ins. Just be ready when they tell you, and Viking takes care of the rest. Now let's look at some potential downsides to booking a Viking extension. Though of course, not everyone agrees with these. The number one reason some Viking passengers skip the extensions is cost. For those of you who enjoy planning your own trips, Viking's extensions might feel a bit pricey. Often you can book your own hotels, transfers, and tours for less. And in just a moment, we'll dive into some cost comparisons to show you how that might play out. Another downside is the lack of flexibility. With Viking's extensions, you're sticking to their set schedule. If you want to stay longer in a city or visit another destination entirely, you'll have to arrange your own additional transfers and accommodations anyway. This can be limiting if you prefer a more customized itinerary for your travels. Lastly, while some passengers choose Viking extensions for the group experience and the included tours when offered, not everyone is a fan of this. If you prefer smaller, more private experiences, Viking's group tours and transfers might not be for you. Some travelers enjoy the camaraderie of a group, while others prefer to explore independently at their own pace. Now let's dive into the numbers. How does Viking's pricing stack up against booking everything on your own? We'll start with Viking's standard pre-extension in Budapest. It's priced at $649 per person for 2 nights at a hotel like the Intercontinental, which was our pre-extension hotel for the Grand European Cruise. This package includes breakfast, airport to hotel and hotel to ship transfers, and the services of a Viking guide at the hotel. When we priced the Intercontinental for the same dates, it came to €853 for 2 nights, which included both breakfast and dinner. That's roughly $900 total, or about $450 per person. We paid $35 for an airport transfer. Then we paid $20 for a taxi to the ship, bringing the total to around $477 per person. So by booking independently, we could save about 25% compared to Viking's price and get dinner included. Now let's take a look at Viking's Premium Pre-Extension at the Four Seasons in Budapest. This package is priced at $1,299 per person and includes breakfast, transfers, a guided walking tour, and the services of a Viking guide. If you were to book the Four Seasons on your own for the same time frame, the cost would be around $1,843 total for 2 nights, or about $922 per person. Add in $35 for the airport transfer and $20 for a taxi to the ship, which brings your total to $977 per person. A typical introductory walking tour costs around $50 per person, so factoring that in, your total comes to $1,027 per person. By booking independently, you're looking at about 21% less than Viking's premium package. And if you book through American Express Platinum Fine Hotels and Resorts, which we often do when traveling abroad, you might receive extra perks like daily breakfast and a $100 food and beverage credit, making it an even better deal. This comparison focuses on matching the same offerings, but savvy travelers might be able to find even lower hotel prices and save even more. In fact, the main reason many travelers opt not to book an extension is the belief that they can secure a better deal by booking independently. So after looking at the cost analysis, let's sum up what most travelers consider when deciding on extensions, and then we'll share what we usually do for our cruises. Many choose a Viking extension for the convenience and ease of having everything arranged, like hotels, transfers, and tours. It's a stress-free option for first-time visitors who want local expertise and a smooth start to their trip. Extensions also give you the opportunity to meet fellow travelers who will be on your cruise. Plus, arriving early ensures you're well-rested and ready for your upcoming journey, which is especially important with today's challenging air travel. The main reason travelers skip Viking extensions is cost. They often believe they can find better deals by booking hotels, transfers, and tours on their own. Some also prefer the flexibility to customize their trip or explore other cities. Others might prefer more privacy, avoiding the group dynamic that comes with Viking's guided experiences. But whether you book with Viking or on your own, arriving early is key to ensuring a stress-free start to your adventure. Let's walk you through the steps we personally take when deciding whether to book a Viking extension or plan our own pre- or post-cruise stays. Once we've picked a cruise, we follow a pretty consistent process to decide if we'll book a Viking extension or plan something on our own. Here's how we approach it. We always start by reviewing what extensions Viking offers for the cruise we've chosen. We read the descriptions very carefully to see what is or isn't included and keep an eye out for whether extensions are fully guided or not. If we've already visited the city, we're less likely to choose a Viking extension since we prefer to do something new or plan a more tailored experience. For places where we feel confident navigating the city and culture, we'll lean toward making our own arrangements. But if we're not comfortable doing that, like locations where we're unsure about the logistics, whether due to language barriers, transportation challenges, or just unfamiliarity, we'll seriously consider fully guided extensions. This was the case with Iguazu Falls before our Chilean Fjords cruise, as well as Jordan before an Egyptian river cruise. Both involve crossing borders, flights, and lots of planning, so Viking's fully guided options were appealing. If we're confident about exploring on our own, we'll see if we can find a hotel for less, because the most expensive part of most Viking extensions is usually the hotel. For example, on our recent cruise, we didn't use Viking's extensions in Budapest or Amsterdam. We felt safe in both cities and were able to book better hotels for less. We had breakfast included, food credits, and excellent concierges who helped with local recommendations. Sometimes, if there's another nearby destination we want to explore, either instead of the extension or in addition to it, we'll skip the Viking extension and arrange something that lets us visit multiple places. If the extension involves complicated logistics like flights, border crossings, or hard-to-arrange local tours, we'll likely stick with Viking's package. The convenience can be worth it in those situations. This one may seem small, but sometimes flight prices are cheaper if you leave or arrive on a different date. This can influence our decision to extend our stay or book a pre- or post-cruise option, either with Viking or independently. Ultimately, only you know your travel priorities, whether they are convenience, cost, or the social aspect of traveling with a group. We hope our guide has helped you think through these considerations. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, whether you've gone with or without Vikings extensions, and share your experiences to help other travelers. Always remember to make meaningful and healthy travel happen, and we hope you're enjoying our review of the Viking Mimir on the Grand European Tour. And we'll see you next time.